Welcome everybody to Perpetual Backlog, episode 173. I'm your host Aqua, and joining me like always is Dollet.
So tired, guys.
Don't listen to him, he's not tired. He's a baby. He's a
I am
baby.
that too.
And Leek.
Hello. I'm perpetually sleepy, but that's normal for me.
Leak
I feel you on
understands
that
me.
one.
Eh.
Yeah.
If nobody got me, Leak got me.
Uh so Dollet, you get to go first
Yeah, what's
this
up?
week because you were only gonna play one game this week, but you ended up playing like 6.
Oh my god, 6?
Hey, remember at the end of last week where I said, I don't know, I'm probably just gonna play Hades 2 again, because really there's nothing else out there for me. So what had happened was no. This week did end up being quite big. Not for work. I only worked like 2 days, which is not as good news as you might think, but plenty of time for games. 14 was running an event wherein you get a bunch of free time, so I did that and proceeded to run through a couple of the chapters. I have not met Zero yet. She shows up a whole lot later than I thought she did.
Whoa.
Yeah, true.
You haven't
I think
finished Endwalker at all?
no,
Well,
I had
Whoa.
just finished 6.0. Like when I say finished Endwalker, I just meant when it first came out. Um,
Whoa.
So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
at the end of 6.2, I believe. So I'm going into 6.3, which I have to imagine she shows up here. She can't just be a 6.4 character. That would be weird to me.
Hey, you get a lot of
'Cause
story time with her, yeah.
okay, yeah, because this is what I've heard. This is what I've heard, and I was really looking forward to it. And at no point did she even get teased, and I was very confused.
yeah, you haven't done the what is it? The city of Troya or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
No, 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 no,
Okay.
no.
All right. So you haven't fought Scarmillion yet.
One of
No.
the last things that happened to me was water, water, froth, and foam.
Okay. That's
This was the
good.
X-Pack where we just bully
That's good.
Stola, and I love it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
so yeah, we did all of that, and we learned a lot of stuff. Aside from that, I was also involved in the final technical test for the first Descendant alongside Aqua and two others. So that was a bunch of fun. I've been looking forward to that game for a bit. I do tend to forget that's a Nexon game, and I'm sure we'll get to that soon enough. But in regards to the game that I played, God, it was fun. I cannot wait for that game to come out. I
Yeah, it was
just
pretty fun.
hope I don't. I hope I don't regret saying this.
Nexon.
Yeah. What else did I do? I did play Hades 2, because of course I did. It's Hades 2. Played Hades 1 as well, because I might as well. And Hades 1 I have on Epic Game Store, because that's just where I got it the first time. It didn't come out for Steam for a bit. And transitioning straight from that, I also played 33 Immortals, which is in beta.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Hashtag code provided by the developer on Rainmaker.
Yeah, thanks to
Oh,
Rainmaker
great.
for furnishing us with a code from the developers.
Did you
Uh,
record the video?
no, because I'm really bad about that. However, I have words to say. So, 33 Immortals, if you've been paying attention, is an MMO roguelike, but only an MMO in the sense that there are like 33 other folks in the run.
Yeah.
There's actually 3 levels, only one of which was available, the 33. There's also a mode with 22 and 11. So,
Hmm.
obviously, with less and less, things become more and more difficult. And there is a lot of requirement of grouping up. Obviously, you don't need 33 people running in force at once. But that game is tuned for many people on screen. I'll say that. So it's an MMO in that there are 33 folks out there, but it is without a doubt a roguelite in that there is a bunch of meta progression. by way of the NPC Dante. You'll be able to add bonuses to your immortal and like the four. I think it was four weapons: a sword, a bow, a staff, and dual swords.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like the idea behind this game. There are sprawling levels with mini sections. We're in like six immortals. I think it was six breakaway to defeat objective rooms. Uh, and of course, all the while, there's in-run progression where you'll be picking up bonuses to help you along in the run. You can think of them like the God's boons or the hammers from Hades.
Yeah.
And once you've completed enough rooms, you trigger the Ascension wave, in which you get just absolutely jumped out of nowhere by all of the monsters. And if you survive that wave, you ascend to the next level. I think that's how that worked. Apparently, there were people who got left behind, and they did not make it. That is unfortunate for them.
Worthy sacrifices.
Sacrifices must be made. Blood for the blood god. Funny enough. So the theming for this game escaped me when the pre-trailers came out. You are part of a rebellion, and your job is to attack and I assume dethrone God.
Hey.
Yeah, that was wild.
Attack and
There
dethrone
wasn't a
God.
whole there wasn't a whole lot of story to really get at. Like we're stuck in purgatory, and every run is your rebellion. 33 of you attacking God to break out. I
Hmm.
guess we're not baddies, but you know.
Be the
Speaking
bad
of
guys.
attacking God, bosses are a
Uh-huh.
spectacle.
Oh, they are?
They truly it's like war, obviously, which seems to be like the theming for this game. You know, the rebellion against God to break free of our destined fate
Oh
of
yeah.
consignment to purgatory. You think that maybe like you think that we were like maybe fallen angels, but no, the first boss is Lucifer. So that's right out.
Right out the gate.
I dug his arena, which was accurate to the Inferno's cold hell, like a pit bereft of God's light, where there is only Lucifer, cold and
Uh,
alone and ready to torture we 33. I think it was like 24 in my case. Like I said, we lost a couple people along the way. He was massive. Like at no point was he fully on my screen. And honestly, I
oh
didn't
wow.
spend a whole lot of that fight fighting Lucifer. For the most part, I was essentially doing ads, and these ads had the capacity to spawn more ads.
Ooh.
It was a war. It's incredible. So, yeah, it was like a fiesta of attacks and markers and little souls flying around because you don't die. 33 immortals. You don't die, you can be picked up. Your body breaks down, but your soul is everlasting. It's your immortal soul. However, you can fail. I didn't make it to the end of the fight. At some point, I just fell and was given no resurrection. It might be that we failed a mechanic. The boss does have like a cast bar that is growing the whole time, so I assume at some point we did fail to clear that particular cast bar, and it just wiped us. But yeah, progression carried over a bit. I was able to power up my. I was almost called him a stick figure. That's not quite what they are. My amorphous immortal. It got a sweet cape. Got a little bit of decoration for my cape. I saw people running around with, I think they were cats. Cats are good.
Cats are
So
great.
Kitty cat. Wow.
this very much did not feel like here's a taste of the game. It's more, this did feel like a beta. Like, hey, please play the game. We just want to make sure that everything worked, and it did. It felt really good. My only criticism, literally my only criticism, is that I couldn't rebind my commands and dash was only on space and shift did something else. So my inbuilt muscle memory screwed me over a couple of times.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, it was a great time. Game is very stable. I consistently had 33 people, well, 32 other people running with me to attack and dethrone the devil. So worth looking at if you're a roguelite fan for sure. It is surprisingly clear and readable for 33. PCs and a bunch of mobs. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see more on this game coming up on the Summer Games Fest.
Yeah, probably will. It's early access is supposed to come out sometime this year, so
That would make sense because this game did feel finished. Not like obviously I didn't have access to everything, but like it felt well polished for what it was.
sweet.
Is that all I did? Oh yeah, no, I guess I played a couple runs of Overwatch, but that's hardly important. I watched a lot of Tekken. I watched like too much Tekken. I watched so much Tekken. Shout outs to AK from the Philippines for taking Combo Breaker. Shaheen has been OP, but no one was trying to listen. Now everyone knows. But he deserves it. Perennial bridesmaid finally got to take first place. He's got so many second place wins. It's really good to see him take first. And the absolute war cry that this stone face killer slipped into the moment of victory. You could feel how earned this was.
Ha, really?
Yeah, he was
Oh,
so happy when he finished. He got up, he slammed on his chair. He was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah!"
there was
Okay,
some
good.
there was some absolute passion there. I'll send
I
you
love it.
the video when we're done.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my very very game filled week. You know, the week where I was just playing Hades 2.
Mhm. Yep. Oh yeah, thank you again to Rainmaker and Thunder Lotus Games for giving us closed beta access.
Very good, very
I
good.
appreciated it quite a lot.
Yep. Like, what'd you do this week?
And right now I'm playing Stardew Valley. Oops.
Hey, that's on
We
brand.
just want to idly listen, you know. Oh yeah. I'm also GTAing too much.
My coworker started getting into GTA RP.
Really, really. What server?
Yeah.
Because there's a new one that
I
started up called Purple.
He didn't said what server, but he's like I've been really getting into GTA RP or whatever, and he's been like watching people on Twitch and
Okay,
YouTube
okay.
play it or whatever at
Yeah,
work,
because
and
No
I'm just
Pixel's
like,
still around. There's
yeah,
Purple that's just started up, and Onyx is the big one as well.
I'll have to ask him. Uh,
Yeah, all
yeah,
very good,
leaks.
all for different reasons. Purple is very MMO like, so there's quests and loads of mechanics and XP and stuff like that.
Oh,
How does that work in a game like this?
I don't know, with roleplay, I'm not sure because people have been running. As what
Interesting.
I've seen on Twitch, people have been running around, like just doing quests and stuff, and also role playing, but not as heavily as the server I'm on, which is more
That makes
mechanic
sense.
like,
Yeah.
we need to run
more theater of the mind, you know.
a D&D game
Yeah.
inside of a GTA RP server.
Hey, you can roll dice. You
Yeah.
can
Oh my
actually.
goodness. I
You
wasn't
can.
expecting that.
I'll do it. I'll do it just for the weird fourth wall thing.
She's done it before. She's run a meta D&D campaign.
I have.
She's gone at
I've
least
run.
2 levels.
Yeah, yeah. No, I've run a D&D game for the D&D party members in D&D.
It was great.
And
It was meta, and you were juggling your reactions versus your
I
character's
predicted the cows
reactions.
so well.
Like, oh my god. How
This
did you know we were gonna harass the
I
cow?
knew it.
It
I
was
just
so
knew it.
unassuming.
It was good. It was very good.
that
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
along with one of our movie watch-alongs this week. We must go
Oh,
deeper.
Oh god, that was this week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I am losing track of when everything in my life happens. So much Jet Li.
Well, and not only that, we watched fucking Inception as well.
Oh my gosh, Reception.
Oh, is that this week?
What Jet Li did you watch?
Okay.
It was like beginning of the week, and we might have watched it before last week's episode. Uh,
Which
we
one?
watched the one because it was free on
Oh,
YouTube
yeah,
or
that's
whatever.
good.
And then after
So
watching
glad it's
that
so good.
horrible that horrible movie, we were like, well, you know, let's watch a better movie. and so we
Well,
and
let's watch something
so
that's
we
actually good.
yeah, and then we watched Hero, but we watched Hero in dub.
I didn't know it was
Okay.
dubbed. I didn't know they dubbed that movie. The cast is wild. You have Jackie
Yeah.
Chan Adventures Jackie Chan as Broken Sword. You have who's the baddie in Big Trouble in Little China?
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's voicing the Emperor. Jet Li is not voicing himself, which is very
No,
funny. No,
and
no.
his
and,
English is
and
okay though.
no, and neither was what's his face, Sky, who was voicing Sky or whatever. It wasn't
Yeah, Donnie Young didn't
yeah,
voice
Donnie
Donnie
Young
Yen.
didn't win. Yeah.
Huh.
So
Interesting.
weird. It was good though.
It was so. I love this. Is easily my favorite Jet Li movie.
Yeah, it's
It's
just
so
the
fucking
arrows.
artsy.
The arrows. Oh my god. That's what
Oh
I'm thinking
yeah,
of.
the
Yeah.
endings. The endings a
Yeah.
lot.
At the end of the
Mm.
movie, I was like, this was a Jet Li movie, and it was a joke because Jet Li's not really the main, like he's not like, while
He's
he's like the
really
main
not.
character,
Yeah, he's not there.
he's not in it that much or whatever. And Dollet was like, oh, yes, it was a Jet Li movie. Did you who do you think was playing the assassin? I was like, Dollet, it was a joke, and he was like, all right.
Like, oh, thank God. Okay.
So we were watching this movie because Jet Li was in it.
I'm just. I'd rather I was stupid in that situation. I'll be honest with you. There was legitimate worry happening.
But is that all you did this week, Leak?
Actually, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I've
Sounds
been
like a
doing the small
controlled week.
commissions and stuff. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, Dollet lied because he played another game this week. He didn't talk
Oh.
about it.
What?
Did I?
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
I
you
not?
played Wuthering Waves.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been poking at that, but I don't. Sure.
You have more than 5 hours in it. You played it.
That's true. I have more than 5 hours in it. I guess that is
Yeah.
true.
Well, we've all been playing Wuthering Waves.
No, I'm not sure Leak has.
Well, okay, Leak hasn't played. Leak
No.
hasn't been playing Wuthering Waves. Leak is the outlier, but everybody
Mhm, mhm.
else.
Leak is the only
has-
sane one in this call.
uh-huh,
Yeah. That game really is the Genshin could never video game.
uh-huh.
Because
It is.
it is just Genshin, and it is literally just Genshin, or whatever. Like, you could load up the game and you'd be like, is this just Genshin with the mod or whatever? And that's pretty much what it feels like. But
Does it have the gacha stuff as well?
yeah.
Is it egregious with the currency?
No.
Like,
no.
no? Oh, it's
No.
it's,
But I
it's
also haven't pulled. Like I have all of my stuff saved, so it
I
seems good though.
I haven't pulled on the limited banner. I pulled all on the standard stuff or whatever. But I'm still
No, because I still don't know who to choose.
yeah, of course. You still have your ticket as well.
I have my free
So-
one and the choice. I've not spent anything.
I've at least used my standard stuff. I'm keeping my limiteds because I want the person that's on the second banner. Yeah, no, they're a lot better with their currency. It feels more like how it feels like they give us about as much as Star Rail gives their
okay,
players.
yeah.
Which is weird because Star Rail is a Hoyoverse game. It's just it's ran by devs that actually like their player base and not by the Genshin devs. It's Kuro Games is who's making who made Wuthering Waves. They also made Punishing Grey Raven, which is also a game that is very lenient with their what is it, their premium currency as well.
Yeah. Yes, you are correct. It also
Yeah.
just makes it easier to get what you're looking for.
Yeah, they make it easier to get what you're looking for.
Like amount of currency aside, they also just don't. I feel like they don't waste your time.
Yeah, it's same with same with Wuthering Waves.
I agree.
If you're able to pick what 5-star you want after doing the standard the beginner banner, then you get to pick whatever 5-star you want and then use that banner. You get to pick whatever weapon you want. The weapons aren't lower percentage. It's literally when you hit the the amount of pity pulls or whatever, you get the weapon that you're looking for.
Actually, hold on.
Um,
That may actually not be true. If this
what do you mean?
is like PGR, there is a very slim chance that you don't get what you're pulling for. Because I tried to pull for Vera once,
Oh no.
selected her, and I didn't get her.
Oh, okay. You had it selected and you didn't get it.
Yeah, there is. If it's like PGR, it's like 80, it might even be more than 80-20. It's very unlikely you won't get what you selected.
I think they said
Um,
it's guaranteed. Like the
Good.
words they said
That
were
is yeah.
it's guaranteed.
Get rid of that one itty bitty tiny little bit of RNG that I didn't like. So yeah,
Yeah,
fantastic.
it's pretty guaranteed. Um,
Is there a
also,
story?
yes, there is. And in the first like
I
5
wouldn't be
hours
able
of
to
it,
tell you.
it is literally just yapping, and I couldn't tell you anything about the world in the beginning.
Oh no.
Um,
What I could tell you is this: this literally starts off with not Kafka shoving a not Stellaron into your chest and then
yeah,
yeeting you to Earth like that not Kiana did in Genshin Impact. It is the least creative thing in terms of
yeah,
its writing I've ever
yeah. The
seen in
game
my life.
started off very uncreative. Um, but around Act 5 is when the story kind of picks up or whatever. Like stuff actually starts happening. The bad guys are actually doing what they're wanting to do or whatever. They resurrect some like fucking thing called a Threnodian. There's a lot.
Ooh.
There's a lot of words. There's a lot of words in this game.
Words.
Yeah, there's a lot of words in this game. And you end up fighting this Threnodian, that they pretty much resurrect. And it's pretty cool. Like Act 5 and Act 6 are actually pretty decent. A big step up from everything before that. And a lot of the characters are really good too. It's just unfortunate that they had a really bad voice direction.
Oh.
Bad.
Yeah, very bad. So Lee,
It's so bad they've had to apologize.
yeah, like they're using the same studio that 14 uses for their voiceovers.
Are they?
Yeah,
But not
but they're
good. Not
telling
as
them
good
to do
direction.
American accents.
It's driving
What?
me insane.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
It's a UK studio.
yeah.
Yes,
They're
it
telling.
is, as a matter of fact.
What? Oh
One of the characters
no.
is Tataru. One of the characters is Tataru.
Yeah.
But
I feel so
she
bad
has
for
to do an American
Talcha
accent.
and
Oh
like there are a
no.
couple of them that like love 'em to pieces. They can't keep it, and honestly, those
Yeah,
might be
yeah,
my favorite characters because them slipping adds a bunch of personality.
yeah. Teach has an issue, like hiding her British accent. Same with Tauchi. Um,
Oh, oh no.
you could definitely tell that that they're British actors, and you can hear it at the end
Uh,
of the
well,
words.
they still say data and route instead of data and route and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
that's little things
Yeah,
Pretty
like that.
much.
There
Yeah.
are some giveaways like that, but like
yeah,
genuinely, also the accent itself just
yeah, yeah, yeah.
forces
Oh
through. It's like,
no.
ooh, I love it.
But
Mind, I
yeah,
really wish
yeah.
they'd lean into that, but it's just not to be, I guess.
But Kuro Games came out and said, they're aware of the lack of quality that the voice direction that they went in. They did admit that they are using UK voice actors and that they asked them to do US based accents, which is out of their comfort zone.
Yeah, yeah. I
Uh,
mean, I know folks that are very, very good at American accents, but
yeah,
yeah,
And they
you
are,
should.
by the way.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to give them a lot of crap. They are doing a great job for someone trying to hide their accent. This
hmm
is not this is not 14 Americans attempting a comedic English accent. They are actually smashing it for the most part. They are, however, not native speakers, and you can tell.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Um, but they said that when they get up to from the point that they're at now with their recordings and onward, they're going to change their direction. So there's probably going to be a part in time in Wuthering Wave's story where where we go from American accents to possibly just letting them do their British accents.
Just
And it's
slowly
gonna
but
be
surely over
weird.
time.
Yeah.
I mean, I do understand narratively. At least I think this is my guess. I think I understand narratively why they've done that.
I've got a genius
Be-
way to work it out. You ready? They just go,
Go on then.
"Oh my god!" So, oh wait, oh my gosh, I don't know what happened there. Sorry.
I would. You know what? I'd love it. I'd love it so much. Uh, my assumption is because this is only an issue with the playable characters for the most part, like the obviously important ones. A lot of the other characters are like a lot of the NPCs running around are allowed to be British of some kind. They're fine. So my assumption is our characters have to be English because they are foreign. They are not from here. This is how they were
Ah.
trying to get that across. I think that's silly.
Mhm.
I don't think it was worth all this.
Yeah. But
And I, for one, genuinely hope they don't even. I hope they lampshade this. I hope they don't say a damn thing, and then suddenly
British.
English.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, fine, fantastic. I'll go back to playing. It got so bad. Me, the dub guy, the fuck subs. That's lazy. I'm not reading my anime. I gave up. I'm playing in Korean.
Yeah. Dollet gave up before I did. I'm still playing in English.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
will rock so many things to the dead in English, but it was not great, and it was impeding their performances. And even the
I'm
Yeah.
people that folks really, really liked, I thought were struggling.
yeah. There are a few good ones. There are a few ones that like you could tell that they're obviously trying an accent they're not like particularly good with, but they're actually trying, like they're really trying, and it's not Yang Yang. Um
Oof, that poor girl.
and
I
the
don't know
worst
how
part
to
about it
defend
is Yang
her.
Yang's not even British.
Yeah, I,
So
I genuinely don't know how to defend her other than this is what I have complained about time and time again. Voiceover still not seen. This voiceover still not taken seriously. They did
yeah.
this without a real voice director. I promise you.
Oh
There was
yeah,
no
most likely.
direction. There was no proper direction happening. And people can tell me, nope, this is the voice director. This is their name. They listen. Were they doing their job? No, this is the
What
whole purpose. Like they were
I
skirting by on the absolute talent of their actors.
yeah.
That's all it was.
I chalk it up to, like, I mean, Kuro only just started dubbing Punishing Grey Raven like back in November. So they're not really in the game like that.
Nah, I chalk it up to wanting to save a buck.
I mean, I guess. I mean,
Because if you just brought in a good director, you as Kuro don't have to do shit. But it does
if you
cost a bit extra to get a good director
if
because
you
they
just
know their
ask
work.
the studio to, to give them a director that could work with
That's
them.
what I'm saying. Pay the extra money. It'll always be worth it.
It's also a gacha
Always
game.
be
You're
worth
gonna
it.
make that money back immediately
Oh, for
anyway.
sure,
So
right? Yeah,
yeah.
opening week you'll make it back.
Um, but that being said, Kuro's done a lot of other things that no other company does
True.
for this game. They have came out. There are 21 hot fixes for this game, Dollet. There have been 21 hot fixes for this game.
Every time I turn this on, there's a new update. So
Yeah, they have commented and worked out a solution to all, like, most of the issues that the player base has complained about. And along with it, they have been giving people free pools. Hell, we got a free 5-star selector. We got a free 5-star selector in the first 4 days of the game, and Genshin hasn't had a 5-star selector in the entirety 4 years of the game existing.
you say 4 years?
Yeah, Genshin's been out for 4 years, man.
Oh, all right.
And just remember back in Lunar, back at the Chinese New Year, they were like, "Hey, here's 3 pools." Oh man. Anyway, I think World of Waves is pretty good. The gameplay is absolutely phenomenal. It's like the best mobile. It's the best gacha gameplay I've played, honestly. It's very intricate. It feels like a kind of
Well,
feels like a
intricate
character
for
action
a
game. Yeah, intricate
gacha.
for a gacha game. Yeah, but it kind of feels like a decent character action game.
I'd say so. I'd say
Yeah.
so.
I still think I prefer Honkai Star Rail because I like turn-based gameplay better than I like action, in my opinion. But this still works. Though I'm probably gonna wear out one of my peripherals at some point in time playing this game. But yeah, pretty
Just
good.
switch your team. Just don't play the meta. No need to weave.
I would have. Well, no. The weaving's not what I'm talking about. Me having to
Oh.
left click all the time is the issue.
Oh, fair play, yeah.
But yeah. So I played that. I played Wuthering Waves. I played was it First Descendant for a couple of days with
Just so.
with the boys. It was fun.
It was
Very interesting. Yeah, it was great. We actually beat the demo. We beat the technical test. We got all the way to the end of it. Still didn't figure out how we could activate hard mode. I don't even know if hard mode was able to be activated.
I looked it up.
Oh,
Apparently,
okay.
it was not available during the technical.
Oh, so we did do everything.
We did everything.
All right, good. What else? What else did I play? I don't know. I don't think I mean, obviously I played Star Rail, but I play Star Rail every day because I'm addicted to the game. Yeah, I honestly, looking at my Steam, it has actually only been Wuthering Waves and the technical test. Yeah, I didn't even touch fucking what is it, Stellar Blade this week, which sucks because I'm in the middle of like recording for that, so I'm behind. I'm behind, guys. Behind. I'm sorry.
Hey guys, don't forget to sub to the channel if you're into what you're hearing. While you're down there, remember to like the video as much as we like you. You'll be good now.
Yeah. I've got to make sure Little didn't say anything this week because he's want
don't
to do
neglect
that.
Little.
I have to make sure. The
Little
baby's not
keeper.
neglected. All right. He didn't say anything. All right. Good. All right. Anyway, we got some news this week. Not much news. This just came out today. Apparently, Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis is going to have a crossover event with Monster Hunter.
Oh.
I'm so mad I didn't pick up this game just to read through. Not only has it been relevant to the remakes, but now they're doing a Monster Hunter collab. God damn it. Cloud's Glavenus armor looks good. Zack's
Yeah.
Ogre armor looks good. Tifa and Aerith also get something. I forget what they are because I didn't get a good look at it. I assume Tifa's just Karen. Because
why wouldn't they put her in Karen?
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
And I have no idea what they would have gone with for Aerith. I do know that
Maybe with Palico.
So actually, yeah, your head's in the right place though.
Or maybe they do that for
So
Yuffie.
Keiichi.
Keiichi, yeah.
Keiichi himself is a Palico.
There you
And the
go.
Moogle is a giant Palamute.
Aha.
It's amazing.
That's terrifying.
Oh, it super is, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, that's interesting. I'm not going to pick up Ever Crisis. I'll watch Max's videos on him reacting to stuff that comes out for Ever Crisis, like he did.
Yeah, I do have to do a bit of homework on it.
Yeah, because it is relevant to the remakes, apparently.
Yeah.
Is it now?
It apparently changes a lot of perspective on Sephiroth.
What?
Yep.
You
They're trying
know,
to do a redeem thingy
that B
redemption.
plot character.
Yeah. Apparently, yeah, yeah. Yeah, young Sephiroth and before his snap was not a horrible guy.
Actually, he's
So I mean,
pretty decent guy, yeah.
yeah,
Ah, Crisis Core Sephiroth is dreaming. Shame about the whole psychotic mommy issue he developed very quickly over the course of like a week.
yeah.
Yeah.
Max has a theory about that.
Oh, yeah. Is
Just
it
due
That's
to
a
to
do
the
with
just
Jenova
dangerous
just twisting
sentence.
him?
yeah, just due to the Ever Crisis stuff because
Oh, is it ever quite
eh,
okay.
yeah, because so Sephiroth starts getting the headaches like Cloud does.
Haven't we already ruled it? I guess there's multiple. Okay, yeah, that's
It's
interesting.
not just Jenova cells reacting.
That
Well,
is
remember, a lot of people have a lot of Genova cells. Sephiroth is majoritively
Yeah,
Genova
yeah.
Nova
cells.
cells. Yeah. Um, we got a
Almost
lot
like what
of
I said way back in the day that, oh, maybe Sephiroth is the bad guy. Maybe he's just a host.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah, because what is it? We got a lot of Genova lore and Rebirth.
Oh, okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so she might actually be the like Genova actually might be the real mastermind behind it, and Sephiroth's just a psychopathic puppet.
Yeah, I believe
People
that.
would get so mad, though. They've had it in their head that Sephiroth is this big, conniving, brilliant, superhuman.
Yeah, but
To have
there's
him
also a lot of
reduced to a
people,
puppet, oh god,
But
I
but
I've
a
would
already
lot of
eat
seen
that
I've
but
up.
a lot of
I've already
people want
seen
Sephiroth redeemed, though.
yeah, I've always seen him as like, like how the thing looks. That's what Genova's like. So is that
Mhm,
actually
mhm.
Sephiroth? I don't know.
Yeah,
A good
who knows?
question to ask, given some of the questions we were meant to ask in Rebirth. A good
Yeah.
question
Yeah,
indeed.
we should have had a lot of this stuff in Rebirth, and we didn't, which
Ah.
is unfortunate. So that's
Ha! Thank you,
terrifying.
Pelican.
That is terrifying. Holy
That's great.
I
What are you talking
told
about?
you.
We are looking at the Keiichi
yeah,
Palico
yeah.
crossover thingy.
Is
Yes. So these are all
there.
the images. Once again, Cloud
Tifa
and
wasn't Kieran.
Ravenous. Yep, Tifa wasn't Kieran because of course I have no idea
Oh,
what Eric is wearing.
she's in a Wyverian outfit, like the ones where Hino and Minato wear.
Oh, god damn it. I was thinking of monster. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. She is one of the quest givers. She's either Hinata or not Hinata. She's one of the twins.
Hinoa, yeah. Yeah.
And of course, like I said, Palico Keiichi and Palamute Mog. And it's a lot. But it's perfect.
Yeah. It's a lot. That's a lot to look at. Good thing I can scroll up and look at our list. So, that Lydia Sobieska trailer.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
back. This might be the
Prime
fastest I've ever
Minister.
seen a character go from DLC to DLC though. I'm gonna keep it a buck. She was the last
She was
DLC
the
for Tekken
last
7
DLC, yeah, yeah. Now she's second
and
DLC
the
for Tekken 8.
second DLC for Tekken 8. And it was said during Tekken 7 that she was created for Tekken 8. So I'm happy to see her return. It's bullshit she wasn't in the main roster.
Yeah,
Just saying.
I'm
Just
su-
saying.
I'm surprised that they made her DLC when they said that she was made for Tekken 8.
Oh
Hmm.
well, I mean, you're surprised, which is fair, but you also know why.
Well, yeah, obviously money, but
Because
like I mean,
we'll
come on.
buy her. I don't know who's
Yeah,
gonna buy Kuma. Though honestly, with
true.
the way people are playing Kuma in this game, maybe that would have been like a hot commodity.
Yeah. Dude, she looks so good.
She looks great. I literally have one issue, and only one. They
Yeah.
changed her hair to be more yellow,
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
he
and
looks like Anna.
it's yeah, and a lot of people are saying she looks like Nina. I'm like, she
Nina,
doesn't look
so
like
yeah, yeah.
Nina. Actually, look at her face. Look at that jawline and say Nina. But also, she was platinum before, and this wasn't an issue. Maybe you shouldn't have changed. I'm gonna change it
Mhm.
back when I get her because
I
of
was gonna
course I'm
say
picking her up.
That's why.
She looks
That's why
great.
the
I love the
customization.
gi. I liked her last gi a lot as well because it's essentially just a gi with a top done off. She has a sports top
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
She looks great. There are
There are.
there are what?
Uh-oh.
there are
Uh-oh.
there are like 5 Japanese characters where karate is their base art style. Lydia is the only one who practices a real variant.
She's a weeb,
This is
I
man.
hilarious
see.
to
She's just a
me.
That's
weeb.
funny, actually.
No, Polish people take karate super seriously. That's
Oh,
why they
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
gave it to her as her fighting style. Um, I'm super pleased to have her back. They gave her a little bit more personality in her ending. She forgives Jin for being a war criminal, which is not cool. You shouldn't do that. But I'm never going to win that argument, I guess, because God forbid I treat the main character with expectations. Anyhow, there's going to be a lot to look forward to. People know how to use Lydia already, so it'll be interesting to see how she slots into the new system. I will say some of those new systems on her look busted.
A lot of plus
She was
frames, right?
nerfed. Yeah, a lot of plus frames, a lot of armor. She got a lot of nerfs in 7. I wouldn't be surprised if she comes out and needs a lot of nerfs again. But unlike Eddie, you can actually see what she's doing,
Yeah,
so
true.
maybe it won't be so bad. Uh, I look forward to seeing her. A lot of people were wondering if she was actually going to come back when she wasn't on the launch roster because Reina does similar things. I know people get really touchy about saying the same. They
Hmm.
have similar game plans. Uh, but I'm happy to see her back. She looks great. She's beautiful. And I took karate, so biased. I also took Taekwondo, but fuck Warren.
Hmm.
She's my
Lovingly.
prime minister.
Prime
Oh yeah, yeah.
Minister.
She fights for all the people of Poland. Us.
Yeah. Uh. So
No release date, which sucks though. I was hoping it would
I
be
mean,
this
it's
release.
summer. It's gonna come out with
She's got a
it's probably
grad
gonna be
total of what?
July.
2 months? Yeah.
Yeah, probably gonna be July. Probably mid July. Obviously it comes with the beach. The beach stage.
Oh my god. All right. Yes, I actually do want to talk about that stage. I've seen a lot of people saying that they don't like the stage, and also I've seen a lot of people nitpicking that you don't get footprints in the sand. Fuck you guys. This is my favorite goddamn stage. So that stage goes crazy, and you get what looks like noon, twilight, and night. And the theme was a banger. Oh my god. I'm more excited about the stage. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey man, they put in a beach. That means we can have tech and volleyball.
Oh,
All
Tekken
right.
Ball's already in the game, my guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well.
you mean Dead or Alive Tekken Ball? No, no, no.
Yeah.
We don't do that here. We don't do that here.
Nah, we should do
No,
it
actually,
here.
Karada might. Hold on.
I was about to be like,
It's entirely possible.
Harada's like Yokotaro. He likes he likes the hot women in bikinis.
True.
So
Furthermore, Bandai Namco clearly needs the money, so they sold that as a game type. People would buy it.
mm-hmm.
I would buy it. I am people.
Yeah.
I would buy it.
Yeah. Well, speaking of hot ladies in salacious outfits, Stellar
Mm.
Blade has sold more physical units in Japan than Dragon's Dogma 2.
Oh,
That's
physical units.
crazy.
Interesting. Is that because
Yeah.
it's on thingies on Steam? Dragon's
Uh
Dogma.
no, it's probably because Dragon's Dogma is a Western look-alike game and Stellar
Ah,
I
Blade
hate
okay.
to
isn't
say
a
it, but
That's
I
fair.
do
Western
That's fair.
agree.
look-alike game.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That
Um
is very fair.
yeah, it sold at the time of this tweet, it sold 91,099 copies, and Dragon's Dogma 2 is at 83,751. So yeah, that's
I
that's
would
pretty
be.
good.
I am interested in if they chose that phrasing in particular, then, because Link did immediately bring up a question that I thought was pretty good. I'd be
Hmm.
interested to see the Steam sales.
Steam sales in Japan probably not that high. This is
Yeah.
specifically in Japan.
Yeah.
Isn't Japan coming around pretty good on PCs nowadays, though?
Yeah, it is, but it's probably still nothing compared to the West. Oh, well, actually,
Right, I
well,
mean,
well,
it's
here,
true.
what,
Even just population-wise, there's a big difference, a big enough
there's
difference
also
there.
no, there's one, Stellar Blade's not on PC, and two, Dragon's Dogma 2, for PC, there wouldn't be any physical copies anyway.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Well, this is what we were saying, like, to move away from physical for a second, maybe
Yeah,
I was curious if they were cherry picking, but then I completely forgot Stellar Blade doesn't have a PC release.
yeah,
I just
PC,
expect
yeah,
every game to now.
yeah. So
My mistake.
specifically, PlayStation 5 version of the game, Stellar Blade has outsold,
Fair enough.
physically.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
That's really interesting, honestly. That's only good things for Shift Up. Like, I know I've
yeah.
already heard people clamoring for a sequel just with better writing. It seems like they've done everything they need to do to be successful, and I don't think this is really a big shot at Dragon's Dogma. As far as I'm aware, that's done fine. So,
Well, the
so long
story's
as no
not very
one's
good,
given.
so.
Oh no, I just meant sales wise.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah,
long
it's
as
done
no
really
one's
well.
pulling a Square Enix and saying that the games didn't meet their expectation, I'm happy.
Only Square Enix does that.
Well,
Only
maybe now that they've
Square
stopped putting
Enix.
things out exclusively on Sony, they won't have that issue anymore.
Yeah, hopefully.
Speaking of Square, though,
Speaking of Square, um, there have been some, and I'm hesitant to talk about Kingdom Hearts on this podcast, but there there have been some Kingdom Hearts 4 leaks. All right, because I guess we're in the season. We're in the Kingdom Hearts season now. It all started. Um, these come from Midori, who is very reliable at for like video game information, or industry information, mainly with Sega and Atlas stuff. Um, and they had gotten this information from somebody months ago, like back in November, but they were hesitant to say anything because they're not part of the Kingdom Hearts like sphere or whatever. So
Mm.
they had no way of being able to corroborate the information. So they sat on it. And then they announced that the Kingdom Hearts was coming to Steam, which was one of the things that was told to him back in November. And so he just came out and was like, "All right, well, since that was true, the rest of the stuff's most likely true." So Midori came out and said that according to his source, the game looks a lot different than what it did back when it was shown off 2 years ago. Like a lot different, which makes sense because the trailer that we got was on Unreal Engine 4, and they moved everything to Unreal Engine 5 since then. And the game was going to have some sort of small online features. Who knows what that is? And the code name for the project is called Quattro, which makes sense because it's 4.
so
Yeah. I expect we will have some sort of announcement during Summer Games Fest because Jeff Keighley's been a little sus on the internet lately.
in preparation for some of the Games Fest shenanigans.
Yeah. He or he commented on the post about the Steam Steam versions, and he just commented a heart. Jeff Keighley just
Huh.
doesn't go out of his way to comment something or whatever.
No, he's pretty good about having a purpose for it.
Yeah. So, everybody saw that and was like, they were doing the eye emojis to it or whatever, because there's a chance there might be a Kingdom Hearts 4 announcement at Summer Games Fest this year. Makes sense because I don't think it was at Summer Games Fest 2 years ago, but but Jeff has been a place where Square likes to announce stuff. Hell, they started the whole media stuff for Rebirth, so at Summer Games Fest. So Who knows? Or at the Game Awards, one of those two.
Mhm.
But yeah, we might be in Kingdom Hearts season, which frightens me. Um, because now I will see a slew of Kingdom Hearts stuff on my timeline and on YouTube, and I'll just be like,
You surely will.
I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna get this game, and I'm gonna be immensely disappointed. Apparently, there's gonna be some sim features within the or sim like sim features within Kingdom Hearts 4.
Sim.
Um, yeah, apparently we're gonna have an apartment in
Huh,
because
okay.
we're
Oh,
In the real
we're
world.
in Quadratum. We're in Quadratum, which is the
Quadratum.
real
That
world.
should be.
Yeah, which is the real world. And apparently, I guess we have an apartment with Strelitzia. Um, and so we're gonna be able to like maintain that apartment or something like
God, it's
that.
getting too real. Moving in
Yeah.
with someone. Oh God.
Uh,
I like this one where they were just digging around in Disney Worlds and Hollow
right.
Bastion. Don't bring them here. You know, the Pirates movies were always a little sus, but I allowed it. Now we're getting weird.
Yeah. Anyway, I look forward to. I don't look forward to any of the Kingdom Hearts information coming out because I'm gonna hear people screeching all over the internet, and it's not gonna be fun. Last but not least, apparently there's a rumor going around Microsoft's going to try and buy Valve.
No. No. Never.
Good luck.
No.
That's what I said. I
A
was like, good luck.
for a fact, you don't actually have the funds to buy them. You have it. You have enough to buy Valve. You do not have enough to tempt Gabe,
Yeah.
and we know this because he said as much.
Yeah.
I
Gaben
think
doesn't need money.
no, there was a leak. I forget how long ago, but there was a leak into Microsoft where we saw like potential companies they were interested in, right? And they went to Gabe and like, "Hey, what about this?" He's like, "No."
Yeah, I heard he
Like,
just laughed.
what?
He just laughed.
No. They don't like they don't need the money. They're good, so I don't imagine they would sell just to become richer.
No.
And like they are literally a cornerstone piece of online gaming. The
Gaben?
power they would be ceding to Microsoft would be
No.
insane.
Well, for one, Gaben fully owns Valve. All right. He is the owner. He is the guy that makes all the decisions or whatever. It is not a publicly traded company, so it doesn't have to deal with any stockholders or anything like that. Two, Gaben has been known to be very, very consumerist. All right. He is he does everything for the consumer as much as he can. All right. Selling selling Valve and Steam off to Microsoft would be the most anti-consumer fucking thing ever. Gaben is not going to do that. Uh Another thing, he's also working on games. Like they're also like fucking Valve is actually starting to work on some games apparently.
Let's see.
So
Hmm.
I'll believe it when I see
yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. But yeah,
it.
um,
But yeah, I think you've got the right.
yeah, Gaben's the one that coined the term. Like piracy is not a not a consumer issue. It's a service issue, right?
Yeah, it's not a
The,
pricing issue, it's a service
the
problem.
service, yeah, it's a service problem, all right. And the whole he's the whole reason. He's the whole person that he's the one that coined that term. So like, he's not gonna fuck that over. Microsoft, like people at Microsoft can think that they just wave, a fucking couple of
Yeah.
like, $100 billion in Gaben's face, and he's gonna be like, bruh, bruh, look at my empire. I have that already.
Yeah, yeah.
So moving briefly away from the fact that gaming is just not going to do this, would they even be allowed to? Because whilst technically Valve isn't a powerhouse in
Yeah.
terms of putting out product, it would be removing a storefront. Even if Steam stayed,
Yeah.
It
I
would
was
now be
thinking
a
this
Microsoft,
'cause
yeah.
they already had
Uh,
hell of a time acquiring Activision Blizzard.
Yeah,
yeah, and
FTC. If
Yeah.
FTC even attempted to allow that, there would be issues because that would
yeah, I
be
just don't
an
think
actual
I don't think
monopoly.
any country would, yeah. Because then, yeah, like it's not a full-on monopoly, I guess, but it's like telecommunication services in America. They're
Yeah,
monopolies. Come on.
yeah.
Like just because you
Um,
have an option, it's just because you have an option where you live, you have Spectrum, I have Comcast. That's that. I'm not getting Spectrum where I'm at.
yeah.
No, they have their own little fiefdoms.
Yep. Yeah. There's no way. There's no way. I don't even know why. And this is just a rumor, obviously. So who the hell knows where
Sure,
this
sure,
rumor even
sure.
came from? So it couldn't maybe not even be true. But that
It is a
just a mere
funny
thought,
rumor though.
just a mere thought of like Phil Spencer like dropping down a bag of money at Gaben, and Gaben looks at it and be like, "Bruh, I spit on that." Like, uh, if there's actually one respectable motherfucker in the gaming industry, it's Gaben. Um, yeah, that's a short week. We ain't got anything else. I didn't
We
see
did,
anything
made it to the
else.
end. Record time.
Nah, well, not record time. I'm pretty sure we've had like 30-minute episodes.
Shut up. I didn't talk too much. Shut up. I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, plans for the week. Leak. How many things are you gonna farm this week?
Oh, so many things. So many. Yep. I planted
All right.
over 100 potatoes, so I have to harvest.
Oh,
Fair, fair. Understandable, frankly.
Yeah.
The vodka that's gonna come from them.
Oh god.
damn. Dollet.
Um, well, I would say Hades too, except now I'm terrified that if I actually say that, I'll end up playing a different game every day. Um, but also Hades too.
Hey man, the 33 Immortals closed beta is still going on, right?
It's true. You know what? I probably will give that another go. I do want to beat Lucifer. The groups I've been with haven't managed that yet. I would like to beat him. I would like that a
Yeah.
lot. I would like to know if there's anything past Lucifer. I imagine not,
Uh,
because there you wouldn't really need it for a test. Still, yeah, I'll give that a go for sure.
yeah. Um,
And of course, I guess Wuthering Waves at this point, but we'll see how long that lasts. It did not grasp me.
dude, just play Calcharo, man. Just play Calcharo.
If they
You'll
were smart, they
understand.
would have given me a way to test all of these characters.
Yeah, they gave
But
you a way.
they
You just
didn't.
get the character.
Actually, genuinely, that's fair call.
Oh, actually, what the hell are you talking about? You said you still have currency. Just roll and see if you get them. Um, as for myself, more Wuthering Waves. I'm trying to get to a point where I don't have to like actually like super on like log into that game. I'm just trying to get myself up to databank 15 so I can farm out some like, was it rarity 5 rarity 5 echoes. I'm going to attempt to get back into playing Stellar Blade. I just downloaded the Trails of Cold Steel Northern War gacha game on the PC, so I gotta try that out. I have to try that out.
The
It's
game
a
to go
have
on
to.
with a stellar anime.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully the game's better than the anime.
Here's to really hoping for that.
Hey man, all I know is that I can get Laura as a unit, so that's
All
all
right,
that
already
matters.
looking up. To be fair,
But yeah, and I'll play some other games, I guess. Maybe we'll see. But if you made it this far, please hit the like and subscribe button. We really appreciate it, and we will see you guys next week.
Be good now.
Goodbye.
Before you go, remember to like, comment, and sub to us. Not only does it help out the channel and let us know what you're into, but it also makes you 100% cooler than everybody else. I checked with Aqua. It's definitely true.